to your Astro Dice reading for February. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, my friends, let's see what's going on with you. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new, welcome, welcome, and cross watchers. This is where we take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month. For those of you who are new, using only one of the 12 houses. So seeing what house has a huge influence on you this month. Of course, they all do, but which one are we going to be talking about in this reading? Okay, best message. I'm talking about some Piscean energy coming through, going straight into the 4th house with some moon energy. Ooh. So what is it? It is your unconscious, sensitive inner emotions and responses. How are you responding to the 4th house? How are you responding to the people that you live with? Talking about that 4th house. This is your relatives, maybe the home itself. Yeah. So how are you dealing with that 4th house, my friends? Okay. So let's see what's going on over here. You're doing it with Pisces energy. This energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving, and it confuses and softens to resolve any issues that may be going on within that 4th house. And remember, we're just talking about the 4th house. Of course, sometimes the 4th house could be led by the 5th house or the 2nd house, right? Sometimes they intertwine. But right now, let's just worry about one thing. We'll know if they do that or not. Your home and the roots of your being. So definitely getting down to this 4th house. This is where we're talking about your parents, your roots, your domestic life, family, the house itself, right? Maybe you're having some house issues. Maybe you're redecorating the house. All those little things could come in to the reading. So let's see exactly what's going on. Okay. Getting straight into this, my friends. We have the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. Straight underneath this moon over here. What is going on? Manifesting. Well, that's a great way to do that. Talking about this moon over here. It's talking about this manifesting. Maybe you need this financial opportunity to help you within your 4th house. If you're looking to move, maybe you want to sell your house, however it is. But it looks like you are definitely waiting for this opportunity to develop, right? To come towards you. Really having the desire over here in the beginning of the month, just, really looking at this pentacle saying, I really want this. You may even be offering this pentacle to someone else. Maybe you're asking them to move in. Maybe they need a place to stay. Maybe you're giving them, if you're a boss, the financial opportunity to do so. But really looking, for most of you, it's really looking at that pentacle saying, I really would like this. It would actually help my 4th house over here for the harmony and the happiness. And, having this Pisces energy, and this is a Piscean card, is really talking about this is where the support is. And it does feel like you're really waiting for this offer, waiting for this to really come through. So that way you can have the support within the 4th house. That way you can feel like you are rooted. You have the vitality. You are stable and being very stable. The 4th house is talking about your stability, your security, right? And the overall house itself. And yes, really soul searching over here for what it is you really truly want, right? Going really deep within yourself. The moon is really a great truth seeking, right? To what we really want, right? That independence, meditating on what it truly is you want, really trying to figure out how to get to where you really need to be. Oh, look at that. So let's see what's going on. Let's clarify on that. Feels like you're trying to almost break a mold over here. Yes, really waiting for this message to come through, really wanting to climb this ladder this month. And it's almost like this is what you're really thinking over here with the moon over here. This is like your emotions, right? I really want this message to get through. I really want this, whether I'm giving the message or waiting for this message from someone, And it does feel very dreamy in its own way. I'm having all this Piscean energy, right? And you're definitely, thinking big over here, thinking about the bigger plans, thinking about where you're going to invest, where you're going to invest your time, how this is going to come through. I'm really, wanting to take the action on where you're planning to go. But like I said, right now, it's more like you're kind of within yourself, really trying to seek the wisdom, seek the truth of how you're going to get to things. And you have the Hermit again. So definitely talking about how you're thinking about this action, right? How am I moving? Where is this going to go, right? Is this going to be the month of my true beginnings? Things of this nature, right? Really getting in there, thinking about this, really allowing your intuition to really fuel the fire of your manifestation, right? Loving that. So let's get to the mid-month over here. It's a great way to start the month. Fueling the fire of intuition and manifestation. So in the mid-month, it is talking about having some kind of creative block. You may feel like you have this person around you. It could be your own mother. It could be a person who has children. Doesn't have to be. But it does feel like whoever this person is, maybe acting very kind of selfish towards you. Maybe you're telling them your dream and they're not on board. So it does feel like, however it is, there is this impatient feeling around you as you might be dependent on this other person, maybe for ideas, for love, for understanding. And they're really overwhelming you more than helping you. Okay? So you kind of are blocked a little bit because this person does not feel like they are on your side, right? And you're having this I don't know, it's just kind of this like feeling like I know that no matter how I try to tell you something, you're going to make me feel sensitive against myself. How about that one, right? Because it just feels like there's this kind of like you can't do this, right? Maybe they're trying to make you codependent on them and you're saying, no, I need the independence. Or maybe they're just super selfish and don't want to see it your way. But somehow or another, it feels like they're trying to hold you back from doing what you need to do in the fourth house. If you guys are trying to leave, right, the house to go do something, maybe they're telling you you're not going to last long on your own, things like that. Because it does feel like there is this energy around that card that says this person is really trying to hold you back from doing what you need to do, taking action where action is needed, just really not on your side. This gives you kind of impulsiveness. You may even see them as being a little bit impulsive, but it also shows that it makes haste. It makes hesitation. Because of the way that they speak and the way that they get into your mind about the situation during the mid-month, it makes you, I don't know, it puts you in a kind of a hesitation mode, guys, and it makes you kind of feel like where your high expectations are, it kind of lowers you back down to the ground a little bit because they're not being very understanding about the situation. So they may be telling you that you have unachievable expectations. Your head is in the clouds. Well, you had this Pisces too, so you may even be a little more dreamy, right, than normal because of this Piscean energy that's coming through. So you may be speaking of higher expectations than, you need to ground yourself a little bit. And they just kind of see you as wearing rose-colored glasses at this time as you speak. But that's just because you really want what you want and you're very passionate about it. Look, I don't think, guys, that it's really going to matter in the end, right now, whether or not you're wearing rose-colored glasses. It's almost like I'm trying to encourage myself. I'm trying to take an impulsive action because I know I can get something done. So even if I'm wearing a little bit of rose-colored glasses, what's the harm in it? But, you see what I'm saying? Like, what's the harm? It's not going to last forever. So my heads are a bit in the clouds. But they want you to come back because they're Earth. They're telling you, get grounded. Come back down from the clouds. Right? It's like that's pretend, right? That's rose-colored glasses. That's, not going to happen. So you're trying to find the harmony over here, but it's only because you really see what you can achieve. And you really want this stability. And you really, want this kind of homecoming for yourself. And that's kind of what they're trying to say is come back down to earth. Come home. You're in the clouds. And it's, but that holds you back from needing to go and do the things that you need to do at this time, as this person is really trying to, I'm telling you, they're trying to hold on to you, make you a little codependent on your own or towards them. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they're overly logical about the situation, so they're not allowing you to have any kind of dream. It's almost like where I have a dream, you're over logical, over analyzing the situation, and that's where the problem is coming through. They're saying the things that you're saying are unbalanced, and it feels like they're being a little unfair to you, right? It's like, come on, let me have a dream, right? But they don't want to. They want to be over analytical about the situation and kind of point out everything that you're doing, right? And that gives creative blocks. Yeah, see, you're reflecting on the one pinnacle saying, but I can have this and I can reach this goal and I can do that. Even if it's a little over the top, it doesn't matter. But actually them being so analytical and so over logical about the situation, they're giving you 10 of swords because they're backing you in a corner because they're trying to take your dreams away. Be careful of that, my friends. Be careful of that, right? And it's because they're analytical, over analyzing every little thing that you say. And I mean, you could even just be fun loving about the situation and be like, and I'm going to move out and I'm going to buy a big giant mansion and I'm going to do this when I'm older, when I'm older. I think I still say that to myself, when I am older. Yeah, well, like, don't get too much older. But you know what I'm trying to say. It's kind of that innocence, though. I don't know. I feel this kind of innocence coming through here as a kind of dreaming over here, right? So, however you want to see it, but what it is it's kind of like you're making these big dreams, and they're saying you're having a wild imagination over here. That's not going to happen. And you're like, hey, why are you like throwing my dreams under the bus? If I want to live in a mansion, maybe I will. And they're saying, oh, get logical. You're not living in a mansion. Well, let me tell you, my friends, if you're 20 years old and you bust your ass, you may be living in a mansion, right? We can't say that, right? You don't know. I might even win the lottery. Who knows? How dare you tell me? So it's almost like you're telling them this stuff and they're like, get real. Right? Full of nonsense. So, it's kind of rude. We have the Ruthless card. Yes, we have the Ruthless card right here. Yeah. King of Wands. It is ruthless. It's ruthless for someone to, it's not like you ask for a unicorn. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of ruthless, though, for them to go against your dreams like that. It's like, why can't you just play and have dreams with me? What's the harm? Right? What's the harm? It doesn't even matter if it came true or not. It was the point that I had these great dreams. I'm after what I want. I have the 9 of Pentacles. It says I want to travel. I want to do the things that I want to do. I mean, you may even be telling them, I'm going to travel to Spain. They're like, get real. You ain't leaving this town, let alone going to Spain. Oh, man. I don't know, guys. I found this person to be so over analytical. It could literally be a Libra, some kind of air sign for sure, because they're so grounded in this area of analytical thinking. I really do think it could be definitely a Libra because of that earth in Libra keeps them really grounded. I don't know. And yeah, they just see you as, and then we have Libra again here with the Justice card, so somebody's definitely dealing with Libra. But the situation I'm saying, right? It's almost like I can't even try to put what I need out there, travel within my own mind, travel within my own self, travel within my own dreams, without you trying to judge me. Judgment card upside down. Stop judging everything that I say. Come on, let's dream. Let's have a dream. Let's do something, right? Because you're very starry-eyed about what it is you want. And if you don't have the hope and you don't have the dream, my friend, you ain't going nowhere, right? It all starts, our life all starts as a dream. Even as a child, we have this innocence of, I'm going to be a runway model when I grow up, mommy. That was me. So, you know what I'm saying? I never did so. I did model a little bit, but never got that big. I'm not that awesome. You see what I'm saying? But it doesn't matter how awesome you were. But your parents, when you're young, they don't want to tell you, if they do, holy, let's not even go there. But as adults, it's kind of weird because as soon as we get this innocence and we have these big dreams, the adults are the ones that want to kill it. Even be your own mom who was so on your side when you were 5, right? You were going to be the master of the universe. And now all of a sudden you want to be the master of the universe and they're like, get real. You're never going to have any of that. You are who you are. No, you're not who you are. You plan your own destiny, my friends. You take your own leap of faith. It doesn't mean that everything you're going to do will come through in life. It might not be for you, but it doesn't mean you can't still have the dream. Oh boy. So there's a lot of dreaminess going on. And I love it. I say keep dreaming. Even if it doesn't come true, 100, who cares? That just means that you're going to open up the floodgates for something else to come through. You're opening up the floodgates of opportunity. That's exactly what you're doing as you're manifesting. So we might not always get exactly what we want, but we will definitely be rewarded with something. So at the end of the month, it says the unfairness is actually what's holding back the situation. So, and they may even be making you feel a little guilty about the situation. You may even feel like they're punishing you in some ways, right? So that it's actually allowing you not to focus on the things that you really want because you're listening too much to what they think. So it's causing delays. It causes frustration from what you're really passionate about with the Knight of Wands. Guys, please be careful in the 4th house about this because it's really kind of holding you back over here as you're listening to them. Yes, absolutely. But I love it because it says in actuality, though, you will have this new beginning where you're going to have victory. So do not hold on to this. This is their nonsense. They're making you believe that everything you have is some kind of magical wish that'll never come true, but that's not true. You're going to end up taking you're going to end up taking the leap of faith with the Fool over here because as you're going to continue within the month, you're going to find that yourself is going to become more adventurous as you're traveling. Wow. And you're going to step out of this routine, out of this area, away from them within your 4th house, getting yourself stabilized within what you really truly want and really saying, you know what, and I conclude this, and I'm making this a conclusion, that I will have what I need, and I will start taking real steps to doing so, right? I'm not going to hold myself back or allow you to hold me back within my 4th house, right? And there will be a lot more socialization going around, as we see with the Page of Swords, right? As you're tapping in to all of these other artistic impulses that you have, loving that, right? And it's going to give you this new drive to want to have the victory that you have. And that's what it is. The new drive to step into your own chapter, your own world, to have the victory. To where you can get the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. And this is going to set a marker this month to where you can feel like you're building momentum, my friends. Like you feel like you're actually getting somewhere, which is actually feeling like, you know what, I'm getting ahead with what I truly passionately want and feeling stabilized, having a new vitality, not, just perceiving it from one area or listening to them, always, downplaying what I want. So you're going to feel very amplified. You're going to feel very intense about the situation. And your optimistic mood is going to just boom. And I can totally see that because it's like a surge that's going to hit you, right? You have this surge that hits you, right? Absolutely. And then you have the 4 of Wands. Wow. Absolutely. So you're, this is nothing. This is like nothing. And this is like, okay, the doors are up, opening up for the 4 of Wands. This is where you're going to find more activities opening for you. This door now opens. This is good fortune in your 4th, in your 4th house. Got the Four of Wands in the fourth house. I mean, as this door opens, guys, you're going to find that you can expand on your horizons. Feeling more activated. I don't know. There's something about activation going on over here where it's just kind of like, you know what? I kind of woke up. I kind of see what's going on. I have the realization of what you're doing. I still feel codependency in some ways. They don't want you to leave. They're a little codependent on you. I don't care if it's work. I don't care if it's, I don't care who this Empress is. Doesn't matter. Right? Because no matter what, they're holding you back from these long held kind of fantasies that you have within your life, which your fantasies are dreams. No matter how big or how small, as long as they're grounded, right? Like I said, you aren't looking for unicorns and Pegasus, so I think you're going to be just fine. I don't see anything that's crazy, right? It's all something that is reachable. It's all something that you can have, right? You're just looking for that green light. Okay, guys. And that was it for you. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.